Good morning. Today's or this week's subject, or this subject in general, whatever, is winterization of cars. What is that, you ask? I guess you're not actually here, so I'm asking for you. So winterization means that we're going to go through several different checks on your vehicle, and we're going to take a look-see and make sure it's actually going to, start, and that your cooling system isn't going to let the system freeze, because it's got water in it. Your cooling system has hopefully half water, half glycose. Then we're gonna make sure it's like topped off, This one's not. This one's low. It's also gross. Like that bottle is stained. If I did a coolant system on this car, on this truck, on this motorhome, it's a motorhome, that would get swapped out. We're gonna check stuff like your brake fluid. That's nasty. That needs changed. It should be clear, like water. Check all your fluids, make sure everything's all topped off. Gross. And then check your air filters, etc. We're going to check your battery. You want to check out this battery? Look at that's gross. How do we know this thing's going to start when it's cold outside? It doesn't even have an install date. Not cool, man. We have an age. School kids. Meridian High School is like right there, like 2 blocks away. So I got a lot of kids that walk by and make crazy noises. And anyway, yeah, this battery's got an age, which it's 4 years old at this point, and it doesn't have an actual install date. Not cool. How do we know this is going to start a truck? No idea. This is bad too. That means there's a leak right there. There's a battery chemical leak. So anyway, when it goes from hot to cold, when the weather goes from hot to cold or cold to hot, most of the time the reason the car doesn't start is because of that guy right there. Battery. I don't have one of the little white hand things, so you got to visualize. Battery. So the other thing I'm looking for, tires. This thing actually has really nice tires on it. But I would rock those for a couple seasons. See how much tread them things have. They're definitely not race slicks. Probably take a look, see at engine oil. I want to make sure your windows are... Ooh, I'm going to check the heater. Does the heater in your rig work? These are all things that you may or may not think about when you're just driving the car casually, or using it as a work vehicle, like a lot of these are that end up here at my shop. You can actually see one right behind me, the Bronco, right there. So these are all things that you need to think about when you're thinking about winterization of a vehicle. And it's not just a catchy sales term. I mean, it is kind of catchy, isn't it? Anyway, it's not just a catchy sales term for trying to get people in the door. What I'm trying to do is keep you on the road. I don't want your car here. I want you to be driving it. That's my goal. So if you're not driving your car, you're not happy. And if it's sitting at the shop, you're even more unhappy. I like talking to my customers, though. That part's pretty cool. I do like a lot of them. Anyway, that's the basis of a winter check. There's a lot more to it. A lot of it's just our basic service check, and we add in a battery check. But every vehicle that comes to Mountain Automotive, it gets a full bumper-to-bumper inspection anyway. So it's just during the winter we add an extra couple of things, and then we make sure the heater's going to work. So you don't freeze going to work. That would be the worst. I don't like freezing. Do you guys like freezing? Neither do I. Anyway, if you guys have any questions, comments, call the shop, 208-546-9365. You can comment here. You can comment on Facebook. I guess you could send a carrier pigeon. You could write, snail mail. You can email us at mtnautospeed@gmail.com. I don't know. I don't have any other ways to get hold of me. I guess direct message through Facebook. That works pretty good. I've booked some people's repairs that way. Anyway, Yeah, basic winterization things. Schedule it up with Mountain Automotive. We'll get you taken care of.